We bring you the lunch edition of MBC News with me, Hilda Ngomano. Coming up. President Mutharika donates food packages to Muslim families in Mangochi to support them during the holy month of Ramadan. Malawi joins the world in commemorating International Women's Day today as stakeholders call for empowerment of women. And pressure is mounting for Malawi Congress Party MCP President Dr. Lazarus Chakwera to step down. Thanks for joining us. President Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika has donated assorted food items to over 400 Muslim families who are currently fasting during the holy month of Ramadan in Mangochi. Handing over the donation at the Mangochi main mosque on behalf of the President, State House official Arthur Masamba stated that the gesture is intended to support families and promote unity and solidarity within the community during this sacred period. Dave Umar with a report.
Representing the President during the presentation of the food items at Mangochi Main Masjid, Arthur Masamba from the State House stated that the President's initiative is intended to assist families and foster unity and solidarity within the Muslim community during this holy month. He emphasized that this is not the first time the President has extended such support to the Muslim community, noting that he had previously made similar donations even while he was in opposition.
The President is very happy for this period, as you know. So it was good for the President to help the Muslim in one way or the other. In this way, give them the food so that they can use after the Ramadan.
Speaking on behalf of all the Muslims in Mangochi, DBB District Governor Sali Rendala said the donation is timely as many families in the district continue experiencing food shortage. He, however, urged the community to desist from remarks, saying the President is not promoting Muslims in the country while he has appointed several in high-ranking positions in government.
Baraka Machinga and Zomba.
One of the beneficiaries, Miriam Juma, extended her appreciation to the President for reaching out to many families as they continue observing fasting in the holy month. We commend the President for this gesture. It's not easy to find food to break the fast in the evening. The items included maize flour, cooking oil and salt. Dave Umar, MBC News, Mangochi.
The Department of Disaster Management Affairs, DODMA, has received 5 million euros, which is approximately 10 billion kwacha, from the government of Germany to support vulnerable households and a social cash transfer as part of lean season response in Mangochi district. Principal Disaster Response Officer Effort Kachigwada disclosed this at Mangochi District Council Stakeholders Engagement Meeting organized to update the public on the support the German government through KfW has given the department through the Ministry of Gender, Disability and Social Welfare. Francis Banda has filed this report read by Owen Mavula.
As government, through the Department of Disaster Management Affairs, DODMA, continues to scale up its efforts to support poor and vulnerable households across the country, the department has received a cash boost of 5 million euros from the government of Germany to assist beneficiaries of social cash transfer for the month of March. According to DODMA's Principal Disaster Response Officer, Ifod Kachigwada, the beneficiaries are those who are already on the social cash transfer program, and each will receive 90,000 kwacha cash for the month of March. He said through the arrangement, social cash transfer beneficiaries will receive cash instead of a 50-kilogram bag of maize, and poor families who are not on social cash transfer will continue receiving maize for the month of March, the last month of relief food distribution for the 2025-2026 lean season.
DODMA is supporting households which are food insecure, especially during the rain season period. So we are responding to close to 4 million people who are deemed to be food insecure during this month. So as DODMA, we use the ENVAC report to come up with a plan. So we have a 209 billion Malawi kwacha plan that we are using to mobilize resources. And using that response plan, we were able to reach out to our different partners. So we reached out to KFW through Ministry of Gender, who have responded to our call by supporting Mangochi District Council with cash top-ups to beneficiaries who are under social cash transfer programs.
During the meeting, councillors also disclosed that some beneficiaries of social cash transfer program are experiencing challenges with electronic cash payment arrangement. In response, Chief Social Welfare Officer at the Ministry of Gender, Disability and Social Welfare, Anastasio Matewere, assured the councillors that officials from the ministry, in collaboration with the network provider, will start identifying beneficiaries who are facing challenges to receive the cash.
We had about 5,000 something cases to solve, and by now, by last week, we have managed to solve 4,200 cases. And the other cases, we are going to deal with them beginning next Monday, just to make sure that as we'll be dispersing the money, all the beneficiaries are able to receive their entitlements.
Dodma had an estimated budget of 209 billion kwacha to deal with the food shortage for the 2025-2026 lean season, targeting over 4 million affected households identified by the Malawi Vulnerability Assessment Committee.
Vice President Dr. Jane Ansah has pledged continued support towards women empowerment initiatives in the country. Speaking during the International Women's Day commemorations in Lilongwe, Dr. Ansah described women empowerment as a fundamental right and a catalyst for sustainable development. Details in this report by Chinsisi Moyo.
The first Vice President, Dr. Ansah, on Saturday attended International Women's Day commemorations in Lilongwe, an event that brought together secondary school girls and accomplished women from various professions. In her remarks, Ansah encouraged women and girls to be bold and rise above challenging circumstances. She also said women and girls should take her appointment to the office of Vice President as a symbol of the President's zeal to empower women.
Our government remains committed to promoting policies and initiatives that support women's empowerment, protect rights of women and girls, and it creates opportunities for their full participation in national development and in the communities. Boma lathu potsogozedwa nda president athu a Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika. It pleased him that he should take a woman, me, and place me on the ballot side by side with him. He has set the pace for Malawi.
Miss Malawi, Tandi Chisi, also encouraged girls not to shy away from pursuing their ambitions and taking up space in leadership and national development.
As a dreamer myself, I always tell other young people to dream boldly and always believe in yourself, because you see, self-belief starts with the word self, because you cannot find it in anybody else but yourself. Because when you seek for external validation or when you're waiting for other people to believe in yourself, it cannot work.
One of the women who inspired the girls at the event, Dr. Ndifanji Namachanyondo, commended the Vice President for recognizing the importance of women empowerment.
The sky is not the limit. As we heard the Vice President, it's very important for us to have mentors and to always dream big beyond what our society is presenting to us. So I just encourage all the young girls out there, as we're celebrating International Women's Day, that go out there, find a role model, dream big and become anything that you're envisioning yourself to be.
The world observes International Women's Day on March 8 every year to celebrate the strength, resilience and leadership of women across the globe. Chinsisi Moyo, MBC News, Lilongwe.
In a related development, the United Nations Resident Coordinator in Malawi, Rebecca Adadonto, says it is important to empower young women and provide them with the necessary support so they can become future leaders and self-reliant individuals. Adadonto made the remarks in Lilongwe during the Wealth Women Summit, organized by the Wealth magazine. More in this report by Mike Kalumbi.
Speaking during the summit, Adadonto said empowering women means empowering the entire community. She further explained that the country needs to intentionally create opportunities and provide resources that will help women become independent.
It is important that we give. And when I say we give, not just material resources. We give our time, we give also resources, but accompaniment to young women especially. Young women who can become entrepreneurs, who can become leaders, who can become presidents. We have to be intentional about investing in young people, especially young women.
For his part, managing executive for FM magazine, Hale Chima, said the aim of this year's summit is to inspire young women by showcasing successful individuals who are making an impact in employment and business.
So on the menu of this year's summit, my heart was going out to young girls. And one of the things is that I run an office in a village called Nkata in Chileka, just after Chileka Airport. And one of the things that I had seen is that people were not probably ambitious enough. Every day they see planes fly in, every day they see planes fly out. But if you ask them, both boys and girls, nobody would tell you that they would ever want to be a pilot, So I took it upon myself that this year I want to fly at least 6 girls to come to the Wealth Women Summit.
One of the women recognized for her achievement in the education sector, Alice Goma Pili, said she feels honored and motivated to be among the women who are inspiring others through their professional work.
I feel happy and more than happy. I was not dreaming to be one of inspiring women in West Malawi.
During the summit, 100 women were recognized for their outstanding achievement in 2025, particularly for inspiring others through their professional work and entrepreneurial interventions. Michael Lumbi, MBC News, Lilongwe.
This is MBC News, a reminder of our top stories. President Mutharika donates food packages to Muslim families in Mangochi to support them during the holy month of Ramadan. Malawi joins the world in commemorating International Women's Day today as stakeholders call for empowerment of women. And pressure is mounting for Malawi Congress Party MCP President Dr. Lazarus Chakwera to step down. Welcome back. A grouping of members from the Malawi Congress Party, MCP, under the banner MCP Revolution for Change of Leadership, has called on party president Lazarus Chakwera to step down, accusing him of failing to provide effective leadership. Speaking to the media in Lilongwe on Saturday, leader of the grouping, Samson Jazia, said Chakwera has failed to properly run the party due to what he described as poor leadership. Jazia said the party needs new leadership to rebuild and strategize ahead of future elections. He further urged Chakwera to call for a party convention where new leaders can be elected to guide the party towards the 2030 elections. He explains.
Lobbying the leadership of Malawi Congress Party to step down, more especially the leader, the president of Lazarus Chakwera, and call for immediate convention within this year, 2026. The message is, our position is Dr. Lazarus Chakwera must step down and call for the immediate convention to give ample time to allow the party rebranding process take place on time, so that when we reach 2030, the party must be well organized and well positioned for ready for win. We respect Dr. Lazarus Chakwera. Dr. Lazarus Chakwera is the most democratic leader, and we love him, and we are hopeful, and we are 100% sure he will listen to us and he will step down. And he is a leader who respects the rule of law. So we are 100% sure that Dr. Lazarus Chakwera will hear us and will listen to us and will step down and call for the immediate confession.
Meanwhile, Malawi Congress Party MCP spokesperson Jesse Kabwela says the said movement does not represent the voice of the party's members. She says that the party has no wing operating under the name MCP Revolution for Change. Kabwela explains.
This grouping is not recognized by Malawi Congress Party. It is not mandated by Malawi Congress Party. When Malawi Congress Party speaks through me, the spokesperson. So we don't know these people. We are completely distancing ourselves from them. The second thing is they don't have the mandate to be saying what they are saying. The issue of Dr. Azashabela being even quitting him in any way, let alone asking to resign, is something that they don't have a mandate for.
Presiding officers for this month's by-elections have been urged to perform their duties professionally. Commissioner Caroline Mfune of the Malawi Electoral Commission MEC gave the appeal in Mzuzu during the training of presiding officers in the northern region. Blessings Gondwe reports.
Commissioner Caroline Mfune says presiding officers are crucial in holding fair and credible elections. She has advised presiding officers to refrain from any practice that can put the electoral process into disrepute.
Malawi Electoral Commission or members of Malawi Electoral Commission are apolitical, reminding them that as they go in their working areas, they are not going there to advance somebody or a political party, but to remain impartial and to make sure that they are following all the laws that they have been given. The reminder came because the activities that we carry are not administrative activities in nature. They are legal in procedures. So once you make a mistake, it means things cannot go well.
One of the presiding officers, Jonathan Banda from Luinga Ward, promised to execute his role in non-partisan manner.
We meet challenges, and challenges we get those they are inevitable. Whenever we meet the challenges, we have been advised that the challenge that is beyond your control as a presiding officer, you need not to handle that particular challenge yourself. Report it to your immediate line manager. In this case, we are talking of the constituency returning officer, who is there to assist you on how to manage that particular election.
The by-elections will take place on 17 March in Ruwinga Ward in Mzuzu, Igembe Ward in Karonga, Rumpi Central Constituency, and other parts of the country. Blessings Gondwe, MBC News, Mzuzu.
Government has committed to investing more as resources towards the training of special needs teachers to improve provision of quality and inclusive education in the country. Director of Teacher Training and Development in the Ministry of Education, Florida Banda, made the remarks at Machinga Teachers Training College during the graduation ceremony of special needs teachers. According to Banda, government has increased special needs education funding from 520 million kwacha to 1 billion kwacha this financial year as part of its commitment to ensuring that more special needs teachers are being trained. Owen Mavula has filed this report.
About 162 teachers have been awarded with diplomas in special needs education after completing a 3-year training course in open and distance e-learning mode at Machinga Teachers Training College. This is the first cohort of graduates since introduction of the specialized course at the institution, a program designed to promote special needs and inclusive education. Speaking when she presided over the graduation ceremony at Machinga Teachers Training College, Director of Teacher Education and Development in the Ministry of Education, Florida Banda, said government remains committed to ensuring that every child, regardless of background, access quality education. According to Banda, 6% of primary learners and 3% of secondary students across the country require special needs education, and the training of the teachers will go a long way in improving the standards.
It's important that we train these specialist teachers so that they are able to handle learners with various degrees of need. The government has been increasing the amount of resources in special education, inclusive education, so that learners with learning difficulties and others are able to access education, but not just education, but quality education.
For his part, Principal for Machinga TTC, Kondwani Mwalweni, said special needs courses are crucial in bridging gaps on how teachers identify learners with special needs and promote lifelong learning opportunities. However, the principal said resource constraints remains one of the major challenges the institution is facing when training special needs education teachers, citing high cost of specialized materials.
Teaching this type of teachers is very expensive. They require braille equipment, which is very expensive, and even the papers that they used to write for this is very much specialized. So those are very expensive.
Responding to the concerns, the Director of Teacher Education and Development in the Ministry of Education, Florida Banda, said government is implementing various initiatives and projects aimed at ensuring that children with disabilities receive a fair chance to learn from specialized teachers. The teachers have been trained in areas of hearing impairment, learning difficulties, and visual impairment. Owen Mavula, MBC, Machinga.
The Media Institute of Southern Africa, MISA Malawi, has uploaded the Malawi Communication Regulatory Authority, MACRA, for giving an opportunity to radio stations whose licenses were revoked in the past 10 years to bounce back into business. MACRA is expected to hold interviews with 10 broadcasting houses, including radio and television stations, on Monday and Tuesday as part of its assessment on their capacity. More in this report by Temba Mwale and Ruth Chinangwa.
According to a notice issued by MACRA Director General Mayamiko Nkoloma, the meeting follows the station's resubmission of expression of interest to venture back into broadcasting. MISA Malawi Chairperson Gordon Matonga says the gesture by MACRA demonstrates the current government's commitment to promoting media freedom and plurality.
As MISA, we welcome the move. We have been saying as MISA that there were a number of factors that needed to be reviewed that might have contributed to the underperformance in terms of the obligations which these broadcasters had to MACRA in terms of satisfying those obligations. Those factors could be economical, but in some cases, it was even political undertones. We are also calling upon the Malawi Communications Regulatory Authority to also review the factors that pushed these broadcasters to be in this situation in the first place.
Board Chairperson for Calvary Family Church, CFC TV, Dingiswayo Jere, says it has been their prayer that they should be heard, but the previous system shut them out.
We applaud MACRA and the government as such to give a chance to the broadcasters to reapply and engage them as well, because that chance was not really given when the license was being revoked before, because I'm sure all the broadcasters had valid reasons why that was the case. And then to some of us, we had also paid the fees that we were owed to MACRA, but despite paying, the license was still revoked, which we felt was very unfair. So this is a development, and we applaud government for that. We are looking forward to re-engage with the regulator so that we could really have the license reinstated.
On his part, Fletcher Akaiya, board chairperson for Maziko Radio, whose license was also revoked, says they are ready to roll out their services again once given the opportunity.
Very welcome news to us as Maziko. When it was revoked in 2024, we regretted the action, but now the board of MACRA has invited us to rediscuss the issue, and we are so happy that we could go back. So tomorrow, yes, there is a meeting, and I will be very glad to go and meet them. Maziko was very popular. In fact, at one time, even they, as MACRA, gave us as number 7 the whole country, meaning that it was a popular radio station. So it was regrettable that they revoked the license.
Other broadcasting stations scheduled to meet MACRA authorities are Rainbow TV, FM 101 Radio, Galaxy FM, Ziko FM, Usiska Community Radio, Touch of Faith Radio, Beyond FM Radio, and Sapitwa FM.
Finally, in sports, the Boxing Federation of Malawi is set for the launch of its inaugural boxing league this afternoon at the Bremat Multipurpose Hall in Lilongwe. Speaking ahead of the launch, General Secretary for the Federation, Drake Chitambo, says the league seeks to identify and nurture more youthful talents. Details with our reporter, Foster Maulidi.
The Federation's General Secretary, Drake Chitambo, describes the initiative as a big drive in restoring Malawi's boxing, which has been lacking sustainable competitions. Chitambo says the league will see boxing camps across the country daring to the ring for supremacy, where the best will be considered for different international competitions like the Commonwealth Games and the World Boxing Federation.
Our boxers will showcase their skills, which they were lacking game time. That hour has come. The talent which we are going to identify is going to be properly nurtured and will be used in various competitions which are available under the umbrella of World Boxing. We have World Boxing Cup, World Boxing Championship, World Boxing Futures Cup, and so many competitions in Africa, African Championships, for the Olympics, the Commonwealth Games. So the boxers' pathways where they can showcase their trade is now wide open.
The competition will feature a mixture of emerging and seasoned boxers, including international participants from the Democratic Republic of Congo, adding a regional dimension to the event. 10 bouts have been lined up on the launch, with Yohane Banda facing Jerome Petit from DRC in the headliner bout, while Elias Bonzo will face Enoch Kalabana from DRC in the main supporting bout. Foster Maulidi, MBC Sport.
Well, that item also concludes this edition of MBC News. A reminder of our top stories. President Mutharika donates food packages to Muslim families in Mangochi to support them during the holy month of Ramadan. Malawi joins the world in commemorating International Women's Day today as stakeholders call for empowerment of women. And pressure is mounting for Malawi Congress Party MCP President Dr. Lazarus Chakwera to step down. Keep up to date with our news coverage on our digital pages by scanning the QR code at the top right corner of your TV screen. You are with me, Hilda Ngomano. Thanks for watching and bye for now.